What's up, tech heads and gamers? It's your boy Mel, E to the Z to the E. Welcome to the channel where we respect the tech and we salute the gamers and we say, come on, let's get right into it. So today we are going to be doing a review on the Nintendo Labo. So this is a mini review because there's just a lot of things to this, and honestly speaking, it takes a lot of time to make everything that this variety kit comes with. Now this a different package, the robot kit, which takes what people are saying from 3.5 to 5 hours to just make. So I'm not going to go ahead and show you guys everything that comes with this variety kit. I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like in the inside, what I was able to build with the short time that I had, and also what the software looks like as well. So to get started, again, like I mentioned, this is the variety kit. This runs about I believe it's 70 bucks. The robot kit is $80. So when you get this big old box, and in it I'm just going to show you guys, there's a plastic bag that comes with all the strings. That is in somewhere. I honestly cannot find it. But then also you get a lot of sheets, if you want to call it that. So I think Nintendo did a good job really packaging all this to let you know what you need. So for instance, it's labeled up top, as you can see here, A. So for instance, this right here is for the remote control car. It has the remote control car thing here. This right here, the blue ones, are for the fishing pole. So it has the fish logo on there and it's blue, and you know, it's all labeled nicely. And keep going, D is for the dollhouse, and so you get the picture, right? So for the piano, it was labeled CEF whatever, and it has the piano all in black right here. So this is what the cutout looks like. When you poke it out, you get an empty spot like that. And yeah, that's what it looks like. So the packaging is pretty cool, pretty heavy as well. All these things that you see here, the piano, the fishing rod, the house, the motorcycle kit, and the RC car are all in this, so you can make every single one with this package. So I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Like I said, it's a really big box and it takes a lot of room, so we're just gonna move that, and I'm gonna show you my first Labo creation, the piano. So this took me 3 hours to create, guys. 3 hours. It's a lot of time. You know, I heard people talking about it taking a long time, but I honestly didn't think it was gonna take 3 hours to make. And honestly, one of the biggest flaws I have with Labo is it takes a lot of time. And you know, there are people who say, you know, it's a good activity to do with kids, and it's a good bonding experience with your kids. But honestly speaking, as an adult, my attention span ran out after 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I was like, yo, I am done. But again, you know, I want to finish through so I can actually see what this looks like and what it plays like. But dude, I cannot see kids having the attention span to get through with everything that's in this variety kit. So that's my big gripe about this, how long it takes. And it's not just me. I was watching other YouTubers as well and reading reviews, and people have just complained about the length that it takes to make one of these things. But hat off to Nintendo, because this thing is one, I don't know how they were able to do this, but this some kind of satisfactory that you get when you do something. And so I'm going to show you guys what it looks like, and I'm going to show you guys the software that they install to help you build things. I'm going to give you guys an overview on that, a run through on that. But I just want to show you guys how precise this thing is. As you can see, a lot of people ask the question like, is this sturdy enough? And honestly speaking, it's very sturdy. It's like it's thick cardboard. So as you can see, it's not something that's gonna break, right away. It's really thick and it works really well. So I want to show you guys the inside of the piano. So if you do this, you open it like this, you can see what. So I had to use tape to tape it here because this kept getting loose. But apart from that, look at this. I built this, guys. Every single thing in this I put together. But what's cool is like if you look down there, you can actually see the keys moving. And I'll show you guys how this all works in a bit. Something just fell off. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, this little thing. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. All right. So that goes there, and then your switch just goes in. So again, Nintendo did a good job just making this very durable cardboard material that works really well. It's really firm, really strong. So let me just give you guys an overview of the software. So this is my Switch. Of course, I detached the Joy-Con. They tell you that you have to put one Joy-Con here. So one of my Joy-Con is here to make this work. And so the way this works, like I said earlier, I'm going to show you guys. It uses the sensor here to read these. Show you in a sec. Just get one of these things out. These stickers. You see this sensor sticker? So the blaster thing or whatever you want to call this read these, and that's how it knows your commands when you give it to them. But yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna put this back in here so I can show you guys what this looks like running. So we're gonna put this back. There we go. Easy snap in. It's pretty sturdy once you snap it in. Good to go. So let me give you guys a rundown on the software. So it comes with Labo disc or cartridge, if you want to call it that. That's what it looks like. That comes in every single one. When you buy it, it comes with this. You pop it in, and then boom, you're good to go. So I'm just gonna give you guys again a rundown of software is closed. Okay, I get that. So let's open Labo again, and we're gonna try and navigate with the touchpad. Show you guys the software, and it's kudos to Nintendo though for the software. Even though this takes a really long time to make, they do a good job with the software. So you get three options here. You have make, you have play, you have discover. So if you go to make, I'll show you guys the piano. They have different ones: the RC, fishing rod, house, motorcycle, piano. This is the one that we made here. So this is what it looks like. Takes a little time. And then again, just show you guys the tutorial. It's very precise, man. It's really, really cool. So just hold forward. It gives you 6 steps in total, and then tells you what you need. And then step 1 is going to tell you need to make this. So you just hold forward to get it moving. It tells you what part of the sheet to rip out. Okay. And then don't forget, if you're having trouble, use back and forward. So again, very, very precise. And then look at this, guys. It's like you can rotate. See how like you can see everything. It shows you everything you need to do to get this to work. Tells you how to fold it. You can go back for it. Very precise. Move it around. 2 fingers does this. You can move it 360 wise. You can zoom in, zoom out. So it's very, very precise, very well thought out software. And this goes through the whole creation of everything. So if you miss something, you can just hit the back button and it rewinds it. So this is what I used to create this. And again, everything seems to work perfectly. So again, the software is awesome. Is very, very cool. Nintendo did a good job with the software. So again, it shows you every single thing you need to bend, how it needs to fold. You just hold forward. Again, but you can see how tedious this can be though. This is just one little thing. You saw how many sheets I showed you guys earlier. Imagine like having to do this for multiple things. That is just, this right here is just a little piece, and then you have to do this and then combine it. So you guys can see this is this can be a really tedious project. Okay, so again, just want to show you guys the software. And the cool thing about this is once you're done making it, you can go back and you can go to discover. So discover is pretty cool because it shows you you know, like little things about what you created. You can discover like little neat features. So it's pretty cool. They give you like a completion class. So I actually, you see, I got my medal. I actually went through all of these things. They give you like a rundown on, go to play. They give you a rundown on all the stuff. When using when. Okay, we'll get that. So it's asking us to connect. So I'm just gonna push this. So I just touched a button from the Joy-Con in the back like I showed y'all earlier. So I'll get to this in a bit. Just want to show you guys what Discover looks like. It's like a class pretty much, which is pretty cool. I'll show you guys that in a bit as well. So Discover is like a class. It just teaches you how to use the item that you built. They give you little tutorials, and then once you complete it, you get a little medal like I showed you guys earlier. Here's your medal. Okay, so I'm gonna close this and show you guys what the games look like. So let's exit. So you have create, make, you have discover, and then you have play. Now play is the fun part. So they have different things: RC, fishing, aquarium, house, circuit, stadium, toy, piano, and studio. So the cool thing about this is if you don't have your Labo already created, you can still play the games. I don't know how they're gonna work, but you can see I'm just gonna start it. This is the RC. I mean the motorcycle, the bike. You'll see it'll start. Let's connect. Interesting. Well, my other Joy-Con is somewhere, but I can't find it. But if you have another Joy-Con, you can actually start it, and it works without you actually having to create the Labo. Sorry, spaced out there. All right, so let's go to toy piano, and this is the one that I created, so we should be able to use it. It recognizes the Joy-Con. I'm gonna put some sound up here so you guys can hear it. So you place it in here. Okay, so by doing so, you can actually see the keys work really well, really responsive keys. So you can see how fun this can be for like your kiddos, right? Really fun. And then you can change it. So you get these other things, little things that you create as well. So I made this all myself. What's pretty cool is if I take this out here and then I put this in, again, it's all working because of this thing right here. Put this in. It changes that up there. And so by doing so, it gives me a different sound. Okay, so again, works real well. Let's change the sound. Just take this out, put this in. Okay. Meow cat sound. Boom. Okay. So that's cool, huh? Really neat. So let's go back though. That's the fun piano. I'm gonna lower the volume because I don't want to get hit with some copyright stuff. So let's go to Studio. Studio is pretty cool because if this is a really rich software in here that allows you to make your own music. The different things that you can do with Studios. For instance, you can make your own jam like that. Okay, the other thing is you can record. Okay, so by hitting this button, record button, you can record your tunes here. So tune, tune, tune. Okay, that's recording. And then the cool thing about this is you can always play back what you record. So you can hit this. All right. That's a little of the mix that I was just working on earlier. But again, it's pretty cool, rich software. So if you hit this button right here, you can go up, down, up, down. It's pretty cool. This right here is pretty neat. So you punch holes in this, and this is what gives you the drums and the kick. So this is for every hole that is not open, that's closed, I must say, it gives you a sound. So if you put this in, you punch it, you can take a hole out like this. Oops. And here it is right here. It's empty now. It changes the dynamic. So if I put this back in here and then press this button down, watch what happens. Let's do that again. Push this button down. Detecting rhythm. So here it goes. So now it's going to play the beat that I made. See, the rhythm is reading the card right there. So that's pretty cool. That's how you make rhythms. So again, pretty rich software. I mean, I'm really interested to see like what people do with this. I think if people really, you see it's reading the holes right there, moving forward. If people really take their time with this, they can do some amazing things. So, and then you can change the sound by going down. And the cool thing about these, let me just stop this. How do you stop it? I don't know if it'll stop. So the cool thing about this is if you take this off, you see how it's able to control the volume. Lower the volume. If I remove this, I switch it out with 2. See that? I'll be able to control MV over here. If I take this out, switch it with 3, be able to control this right here. So it's pretty cool, man. Really rich software. Again, I'm really excited to see what people do with this software. But in a nutshell, that's the Nintendo Labo. I really think that, let me load this again, copyright issue. I really think this is gonna be fun for kiddos. My only grip, like I was saying earlier, is the time that it takes to make this thing. Honestly speaking, this took me about 3 hours to make. And, the first like 10, 15 minutes, I was really excited. But then, I started getting fatigued, started getting tired. And I was just like, okay, am I when is this gonna be done? But it never ended, it felt like. But eventually I was done, and the final product is definitely worth it. Some people are like, oh, I'm gonna let my kids play with this, da da da. Honestly speaking, with the amount of time that you put into making this, you like treasure this thing. You don't want anyone to play with it because you don't want it to get damaged, because it's just that it took that much time. So it's interesting to see how people adapt to this. If parents and the kiddos, if this is going to be something, a fun activity for them, or if this is going to be geared more towards like just kids in general. I think honestly speaking, it'll be interesting to see how what market this grabs, and Nintendo has a way of doing things. They create niche. If I'm saying, forgive me, niche product, I think is how you say it. Um, and it catches on like the Wii. So this might be another one of those things that might catch on. But until then, though, this is fun. I'm gonna try and create the other stuff and just see how it plays. Again, I don't know when I'll have the time to do it. I'm gonna probably make it like a fun activities for my nephews and niece when they come over. My daughter, we'll probably do that together, create the others. But yeah, I think this is a dope product. Definitely can't wait to see what else Nintendo does with this. I'm excited, really pumped. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think that this is tech to respect. Definitely leave your comments in the comment box below, and I will read it and get back to you guys. All right, y'all, till next time. Peace.